Okay, I'm back. It took a little longer than anticipated, but this is just too funny. Okay, so we pick up with it says, "What do you mean flower field?" Frankie is saying. He said, "Keep moving. I'll explain when we get there, and don't let the police spot you. Aren't you supposed to be a soldier?" He's like, "Toy soldier," and we hear Rebecca say, "Toy soldier," and everybody's like, "Hmm." He says, "Rebecca," and she begins to cry. "I saw the entry list in the Coliseum. You entered the fight after I told you not to." And Rebecca's like, I don't care, toy soldier. I'll fight and I'll win. And then when it's over, we can live together. And she really starts letting the tears flow, tears let loose. And he picks up. He says, "You won't win any tournament shedding tears like that. Come on, let's hurry." And he's like, "What? You sure?" She's crying, man. And he's like, "Which is why we must hurry. Even a toy must protect that which is dear to it, even if these 10 eyes can no longer shed tears of their own." Okay, and we see there, that's a pretty good scene there of three of them. And that last panel at the bottom, you have the toy soldier, and you see Rebecca on the ground crying, and Frankie is obviously, he's thinking. And so we pick back up and and we're back at Greenbit now. And we're at the southeast beach of Greenbit. Okay. The time until Caesar's handoff, just 2 minutes. "Hey Lau, this is Sanji." He's like, "Blackleg, have you found the factory? We got bigger problems. Listen, you need to evacuate pronto." "What are you talking about?" "We're about to hand over Caesar." And Sanji goes on to explain that Doflamingo never quit the Seven Warlords. There's nothing we're getting for handing over Caesar. The whole thing's a setup. And Law's like, I don't understand your logic. What do you mean? I'll explain everything. I'll explain later. Just get the hell off that island. And we go down and we see the bottom of the page and we see Doflamingo. He's like, he. He's definitely, he's going there as fast as he possibly can. And we see Fujitora. He's like, "Send our units to the southeast beach now." And we see Trafalgar Law. He's like, "Damn it, it's too late for that." And One Piece will be off next week. And also a little side note to that. Oda did say that, that thanks to to his editorial staff and everybody there, gonna work at a pace, where he can recover, and and it's gonna be back July 1st. So One Piece will be back July 1st as far as the weekly Shonen Jump is concerned. So the first, so just it should be there by the end of June, since it's going to be back in weekly Shonen Jump July 1st. So we're not going to have it next week. So hold on, let's see. Yeah, it should be on the scans probably on the 25th or the 26th, which is either Tuesday and Wednesday. So, but yeah, it's like I say, it's good that he did a couple. Like I said, he did do a little bit while he was in the hospital recovering, and they're gonna go at a pace, and everybody's gonna work together so that he can fully recover, and they can still get the job done with their chapters, because um there's a lot happening. Obviously everybody wants to read everything, and see how this story progresses, but it's it's not going to do any good if he has to keep on, if he can't recover and heal up, and, and just run himself completely ragged, then that's a disaster. So anyway, yeah, no chapter next week, and like I said, we'll get it back here for what we have on July 1st. So this was a very interesting chapter, and it's something that it's not bad to have just to wait a week or so, to have, lots of good things to think about here. We get the introduction of the Tontata people, so it's brand new, a brand new, brand new, a brand new species of people which we haven't seen before. And like I said earlier, man, the Tontata people are insanely strong. I mean, they have some tremendous, amazing strength. As I mean, just look at their size and how little they are, and the massive damage that they're doing. I mean, everybody saw how they captured that big, huge fighting fish, and they made that their dinner. But and the fact that they're going to this flower field here, and obviously there is something here. There's a correlation between the Tantata people and and it appears to be at least the soldiers from the toys, as they're all headed to the flower field now, and now they see their chance right now, obviously to strike a blow against the Quixote family, and which is going to tie into what the story of Dressrosa that the soldier's going to tell Frankie is going to tie into that, so we'll have the background for that, and also that we can see it looks like they're not going to be alone. They're going to have a ton of people there aiding them, thanks to Usopp and whatever kind of a story he told, and it also won't surprise me if he grew something for them, or whatever, or they exchange some kind of some kind of seed information regarding of plants and whatnot, because obviously that it ties in his he's him using the pop greens and all the seeds and stuff and growing, and obviously they can grow anything. They say it don't matter what, they can just grow anything. So look for the possibility of some exchanges from between Usopp and them, and you may see some brand new combinations of things here. But it's just not going to be Law and Usopp and Robin just by themselves, surrounded by the Fujitora and his Marines, and of course Don Flamingo. And obviously with the revelation that he did not step down, that he just set this up as a trap for them, which explained why everybody was so calm and nobody was really sweating, what was in the paper, because it was just for show. And it also brings up a point thinking about Don Flamingo, that okay, we see how much his position means to him. The fact that no, he didn't want to go against the government, and he still don't. And obviously he doesn't want to go against Kaido. So obviously he wants to keep his position and do what he wants to do, which is still have the underground. Because whatever he's planning something big, and he's been doing it for so long. There's more than one way to go about achieving greatness within One Piece. And we see now that Doflamingo, he has a nice, easy, cushy spot, being a warlord, sitting back, doing stuff for the Marine on one side and doing stuff on the ground on the other. And what this pretty much, to me, it spells his doom. With him not having stepped down, and not just want to be on his own and not giving up, that also says a lot. Obviously he has a plan to where he thinks he's gonna capture everybody, and he's gonna do all kind of torturing and a whole bunch of stuff to to not only Law but to the Straw Hats. As obviously he wants to kill them in the worst way possible. But what this means is that he's gonna get jacked up. He is going to get jacked up something nasty. I mean something serious. Because let's look at it like this. Because true, like I just said, there's more than one way to to go about doing things. But the fact that he's not willing and he does not want to stand on his own out, outside of the government, that he doesn't want to take on the government first of all, and that, that he doesn't want to fight, and he doesn't want to fight the rest of the Yanku. Um, that also, to me, that says a lot, about how he just built himself up while he found another way to do it. But then again, while, because like I say, just look at Luffy. Comparing him and Luffy, they're two different, because obviously Doflamingo has a plan, and apparently his plans involve being the Pirate King some kind of way, and he's just going about it, being secretive, being underground, and using his family's royalty to whatever extent royalty they have, within that world. We should find out with the story that the toy soldier is going to tell everybody. But think about it this way. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be Luffy versus Doflamingo. At least that's how I'm seeing it, how it's going to play out at the end with with the battle, because he's attacking the crew. Not only that, and he didn't step down. And like I said, I can see some kind of way. Um, and just going ahead and give out some thoughts here about future chapters regarding the tournament, because Block C is about to start, and obviously Luffy is going to win that block, and we should really see, even more of his growth now. I don't expect him to use too much of his rubber powers. I expect him to use a lot of hockey, a lot of observation hockey, a lot of armament hockey, and maybe even some conquer. Well, I'm not sure about conquering king hockey, because that would definitely put some notice, but definitely the use of his hockey, and he's definitely going to have to use that against that old man, because that old man is going to try to kill him. But once he becomes victorious with that block, and it should be the winners from the blocks versus the members of the family, and then with the prize being the top one, his name is Diamante, however you pronounce it. And I can just see that and Luffy beating him to obtain that fruit, if in fact it is the real live devil fruit. But for some kind of way, I don't know. I can see either Luffy eating that fruit and gaining, or I don't know. I can just see something with that fruit being used, and Luffy um, using that power some kind of way. I think it's in the simple fact that obviously his body is different now. I mean, he's made out of rubber. I mean, he he's made out of rubber. Everything. His internal organs, they're rubberized. I mean, still had, blood and all that, but I mean, he's made out of rubber, so his body is different. Just thinking about the possibility of him eating that kind of fruit, or maybe there's a different way to eat it. Just some kind of wild, some kind of theories or thoughts about that. But obviously, it's going to be a showdown between Luffy and Doflamingo. And it's just good, everybody knows Luffy is going to win, but the process and how he does it is going to be, which is going to make it, which is going to make it exciting. And obviously, because like I say, just, the fact that he did not step down, and, being a warlord means more to him than, I mean, yeah. So we saw what it means the most to him, and that's being a warlord and still, still having his underground thing going, and also with the government. So it should be interesting chapters coming up in the weeks ahead once it does come back. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great week, and that's it.